What's up, guys? Hello. Today we're gonna be teaching you how to make a well, this is an Ableton Live tutorial, and we're gonna be focusing on drum beats. So here's one right now, and keep in mind these are for the dubstep drum beats. Something else that kind of gives you a little variety is I put in this beep right here. What I did for that is I used the operator synth to generate the tone. Wait, what was this? And then I put a reverb on it, I guess. So it is a G5. Arg. Yeah, so you can put a beep in there. I don't know, it kind of gives a little bit of variety of just like the hats, you know. Yeah, but that's pretty much a basic things. Obviously, kick on the first beat, and then kind of vary it up, you know, like get some offbeat things there. This is dubstep. It comes from dub for a reason. You got the snares on beat 3s, and you know it's all about the groove when the drum beat. It's like, you know, grooving the reggae dub offbeat triplets and stuff. I don't really use triplets that much, but you know, you still kind of want to get the groovy. Alright, so let's get a new set going. I'm gonna be making the drum beat. So what you need is the drum rack. Okay, and you definitely want to separate all your kicks, snares, and hats into different channels, okay? Yeah. But anyways, once you got your drum rack, open up the simpler part. Should get some drum samples. I don't know, my library is alright. That sounds pretty nice. That sounds good. So now what we're gonna do is, in this MIDI clip, here, put this up to 140, standard dubstep tempo, herp. Just gonna play that, and on your samples, in the sampler or the simpler part, always turn up the release all the way. That will make it play all the way through, okay? Turn up the velocity too, because if you don't do that, the velocity won't work. But look, now we're going into the red, so we're gonna bring this down till it is not in the red. You know what, actually, here. Whoa. Bleh. Just make sure it's not going in the red in your master, and we'll fix this later. Now what we need to do is, alright, so you layer your drums, right? See, they're getting layered. There's 2 of them there. But I'm gonna put the EQs on them, on each of the samples, and there we go. And we'll put the spectrum on so we can see what frequencies it's peaking at. Okay, so what this is saying right now is the x-axis is the frequency, and the up and down is the decibels. So right here you can see at about like 60 to just under 200 hertz is the main point of this kick drum. then over here, this one has a bit of a slap up top, and then it goes back down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the EQ, the equalizer, to cut off. We'll roll off the bottom end, which means you just cut off all the frequencies at the bottom end. Right there, click this. Basically, when you do that, when you're rolling that off, it's just a low pass filter, okay? Or no, not low pass, high pass. So there we go. That should be good. Right here, at about like 120 hertz, we're gonna bring down the gain and turn up the resonance, so we don't lose too much of it. But you know, always mix with your ears. I mean, like, you have the spectrum analyzers and stuff, but in the end you want to make sure that it's sounding good. Maybe bring up the bass a little bit, or the sub bass. Like, you don't need a lot though, because actually no, we'll roll that off at like 53. Right here you change the blah blah blah. But anyways, in dubstep you don't necessarily need a lot of the sub bass on your kick drums, mostly because you know, it's very bass heavy. It's not all about the kick drums like it is in like rap or whatever. But we're gonna adjust the velocity on this by highlighting these, and if you don't have the velocity tab, click right here and you get the velocity, and I'll just adjust that till it's just barely going a little bit underneath 0 decibels on the mixer, and we don't need these returns. Alright, so we got a kick. Now what we're gonna do is, I usually make my kick bars, or my kick loops 4 bars long, and you want to put a kick on every beat, and then kind of just do some stuff to give it the variety. Sounding very good actually. Here, let me just throw in a snare drum real quick, cause I'm not really getting the groove, you know. So blah, 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 blah. Now we'll work on these snares better later. Actually, no. Here's one that I did earlier that I will just throw in right here. Wait, no, that's not how I do it. Throw it in right there. Get rid of that audio track. This is not sounding very good. Boom, boom. No wonder I was doing 16th notes. drums are a very important foundation to your track. Okay? I don't know, it just sounds like one more would fit in nicely. Yeah, there we go. You know, actually, let's get one more drum sample in here that's a little bit more bassy, burst. Okay. I'll just put these in. I'll listen. Now we need the EQ, the equalizer 8, and we will chop off these high frequencies. And of course you can always do this, but now it's starting to sound like a rap drum, like that 808 boom or whatever that makes you go zoom. I don't know. 808s are nice. You can even use them as a sub bass. Alright, now onto the snare. Okay, get rid of that, stop that from playing. Go into the snare library. And it's really up to like your personal preference. I prefer snares. They're more like ooh, nice.
Escape that one yet?
Dude, you ruined my video! Ah! Just kidding, he didn't ruin it. He just made it the lulz. The lulz. Alright, so anyways, there's your snare drums. That's two of them at least. Let's turn up the release and the velocity, right? No, don't hot swap. Alright, the release and the velocity. And now we're going red. What else should we got? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The heck is this? Okay, that's nothing then. Oh yeah. These are you know, don't that's a pretty good one actually. What I did for that was on my microphone I just went up and put my finger in my mouth and did that popping thing like you can actually work them in drum beats pretty well. That is arg. Here, but this is what I was looking for. Oh wait, no. That is Alright, so with this one right here, what you do is you take the white noise and you put a low pass filter on it with the resonance all the way up, and you automate it so the cutoff is going up. You start with the cutoff all the way down and then go up, and it goes like it's really nice for building up. But we're talking about drums, not that. Well, I guess that kind of goes with drums, but so we'll put these in, and we will hit play. Now on the white noise, you do not want you don't want the return all the way up, or the release. I don't know, maybe like whatever, like between like 200 and 1.5 seconds. I don't know, this sounds like a pretty nice tight snare. Like, that's the rattles, like the one more thing that I like to add on the samples would be, fold up some of these things so I can actually, it would be a clap. I don't really have a lot of claps, so this will do. Get that velocity up. Go into the MIDI, put that on, find out. That sounds good. Actually, maybe turn down this white noise a little bit. Same with the clap. And that sounds like a pretty tight snare. Oh, one more thing. Put one more, knots I screwed up. Put a snare in the front. Not even a 30-second beat. It needs to be like half of that, so like a 64th. And then turn this down till you can't, like, just barely hear it. And you'll get like a really nice, like, poppy, punchy snare in the front. So now we got that. Rename this to snare, and now all that we have left is to throw in your hi-hats. Let's call that the hats. I don't know why I'll add cap still, but whatevs. So now you get to go through and start picking out some hi-hat samples. Yeah. And I don't know, hats are pretty important. How long have I been recording? I don't even know. Get that. You know, just pick whatever sounds interesting to you. That sounds pretty cool. And there's really no limit to how many samples you can use. I mean, a lot of them do sound pretty much the same. I don't know. This should be a good amount. So we'll turn up the velocity. Oh, do not hop swat that. Turn up the release on all of them like always. I know it's boring, but you want to be the best, huh? Yeah, you want to be the best. I accidentally muted that one, whatevs. Okay. Now let's put in a MIDI clip there. And here's what I always like to do. I like to start just with a hi-hat, like a clicky one. It's just like on every beat, and then start grooving it up, you know. That sounds ugly. I mean, you can make these really complex, or you can make them as simple as you want, you know. But remember, it's not dubstep unless it has a drum beat. Or is it? I don't know. Alright, so that sounds pretty interesting, alright? Now here's one thing that I want to tell you. So apparently real life drummers, even the best, they won't play all the between their right and left hand. They don't hit the same. Like one's a little bit harder. So what I like to do is select all the odd hats and bring the velocity up about just a little bit, and then select all the even hats and bring it down just a little bit. But in this case, on that one, I'm gonna bring that down a little bit because it's kind of an odd sound. And one more thing is, if you have hats on the first beat like I do right here and here, I like to select those and make them a little bit louder so you can kind of tell. And here's one way to kind of cheat if it's going red like that. Just throw a limiter on that. It's kind of cheating and it doesn't always sound the best, but if you're a beginner, you should be fine using that. So that is how you make your groovy drum beats for dubstep. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. And if you guys don't mind, go ahead and check out my SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Cylix, spelled C-Y-L-I-X. I believe he also has a Facebook page, and also he has a YouTube channel, so those are in the description. Check them out. Hopefully you guys had a good time. If you want, you can leave a like. I really could care less, but make some good tunes, guys. Peace out.